that the only thing that you can do to grow and become closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the Olam HaEmes is because of what we've done here. So how is it possible that after a person passes on, he's able to get closer and closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu? And Chazal have revealed to us that that is possible if one of the things that he had done, understanding, planning, knowing or not, is the fact that he had left some type of seeds here. Sometimes a person builds an institution that is Mekadesh Shem Shemayim. Sometimes a person meets up with somebody and changes their life, and Hashem says, you did something in your life, you may have been a 15-year-old boy, but you said something, and you changed someone's life, and you did something, and because of that, then now that there's families that are going to say, Yehei Shmei Rabbah, they're going to end up doing a chesed, they're going to end up doing a mitzvah, and every time that family, or their children, or some connection sees a Kiddush Hashem, and they say, wow, these are people that are moral, these are people that are ethical, these are people that have an awareness, there must be something good about this religion, about God. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says you get another level up. So what we're standing here today, 30 days after the Patira of Shalom Feivel, Ben Yerachmiel, is we're able to have an opportunity to, when that Avelos, the period of Avelos is passing on, and say now we have an opportunity to be Mekadesh Shem Shemayim. Every bracha which we make, every Dvar Torah, every Kiddush Hashem, everything helps the schus, helps in the merit of Shalom Feivel. Sometimes a person, a father, will hear a question of his son, a direction, and the son doesn't know what the father thinks. Am I going in your footsteps? Am I doing the right thing that you would like? It takes a long time for the son to know if the father is really happy with his behavior. And I think that we all, sitting here today, are able to recognize that Shalom Feivel, Rabbi Yaakov's father, is finally giving Yaakov that answer that he may not have known. We have an example of it in this week's Parsha, where Yaakov devised a plan. He obviously was part of the plan when they had captured his own daughter. A terrible tragedy happened, and his own daughter was taken captive, and she was seduced and raped, and he didn't know exactly how to respond. He found out about it, and he met up with the people, and he didn't respond. He waited for his boys to come in. He says, let's devise a plan, what to do. And the boys said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have to get our daughter out of there. We're going to have to weaken them, make sure that they do a brit milah, and on the third day when they're finally weak, we're going to go in and take them. That was apparently the plan. And in the end, he had two boys, two of his own sons, Shimon and Levi, who came in and said, that's not going to work. We're full of vengeance. And they killed out the entire city, all the men and the women and the children they took. But all the men they killed out. And their father said, how could you do such a thing? You know, you put me in a very difficult situation. We might get decimated. And their response was, Hachzonaya aset achotenu. Are you going to make our sister, she's going to be treated like a zonah, and we're just going to let it go by? And the father kept quiet. He didn't say a word. That was a question that was hanging for years. And finally, on his deathbed, there they lived, they found out about it, right on his deathbed, what their father's response was. And he said, Shimon and Levi, he says, because of that action that you did, I'm going to send you off. He said, he says, I'm going to make you into people. Rashi explains, I'm going to spread you out amongst the Jewish people. Rashi says, you're going to be the Malamdei Tinokos. You're going to be the Sofer. If somebody needs a mezuzah, and they're going to be Osei Kedusha, they're going to come to you. If somebody needs a school teacher, I want you to teach the Jewish children all the tribes. Why? He says, I realize what kind of energy you have. You're so concerned about the Jewish people that you're able to say, none of my children had that feeling. I want to channel that power. I want you to use it. And on his father's deathbed, they actually heard their mission. They heard that what they're doing in their life, they could take it and channel it for the right way. And sure enough, Levi, who continued learning Torah, took that zealousness and energy and became the powerful force of the Jewish people, and he took over the Bechorah, and they led the Jewish people to the time when they were to say at Har Sinai, and shortly afterwards, Mila Shem Elai, they had that zealousness in them. Shimon also had it, but it wasn't completely directed with the Torah, and it went a little bit off. But they found that answer. Sometimes it takes till it's a time that a man dies to know what the mission in life is, and your Father is pleased with your ways. And we don't know, I don't know, how Yaakov's father may have felt about the decisions that he made in his life. But he took him. We do know that he took him to shul with him. And he gave him as much tradition as he knew about and he was able, felt it was appropriate for Yaakov. And he set him on a path. And he ended up surpassing his father and becoming more and more religious and closer to Hashem. I don't know what the conversations they had amongst them are. Yaakov, this is a great path or not. But we know now, when Yaakov's father is an Olam HaEmes, and he has, Baruch Hashem, a child, who is Mekayim the mitzvahs of Avelis properly, and he has the minig of Klal Yisrael, the shloshim, and he gathers a group of people to be able to make brachos and divrei Torah, and hear a siyum, Messiah, a Masechet of Torah, in the memory and the honor for his father. And he says, Baruch Hashem, I left the seed here. I left something here in this world, and I'm going to be able to go higher and higher. Yaakov, thank you. I planted a seed, maybe realized it, maybe didn't realize it, but thank you. Continue this mahalach. You fulfilled your mission and my mission. We're all one life. It's one lineage. The life keeps on going on for generations and generations. And he's now sitting here. His neshama is with you and your family, and he's so grateful and so happy that you're able to have this kind of thing and to continue his memory so that it should go higher and higher, closer to Hakadosh Baruch Hu.
I'm going to speak a little bit about my